You know what I really miss, guys? Picking up a game and having it just work. I've been having issues trying to make reviews recently and trying to just play games at my free time because it seems that no matter what I touch, it breaks absolutely irreversibly. So first of all, Crusader Kings 3 has a cloud saves issue, specifically if you select to play Ironman. If you don't know what Ironman means, it means you can't manually save yourself. You are stuck with the decisions that you make. There is no reloading. If I remember, Iron Man on Crusader Kings 2 would still let me save. It's just that I couldn't actually reload it if I made a bad decision. I would still be stuck to it, and I would be still stuck to game over. In Crusader Kings 3, I don't know if I'm remembering correctly, really. Your only thing that saves you is your autosave, and the fact that whenever you leave the game it is supposed to, well, save. Well, their cloud saves broke, and you can't switch to non-cloud saves if you started with cloud saves because it is a legitimate just tick at the start of the game. What happens is after a while your autosave no longer auto-saves, and saving upon leaving the game just doesn't do anything. It tells you that it's saving, but it's actually not. So I, along with 6 pages of people now, just had their progress reverted. You would go, you would play for an hour, you would come out, and it's like you've never been there. And with a game that lasts for quite a very long time, and you're not about to just sit down and play 18 hours in one go, that is a problem. Yeah, that is a problem. So I put that down, put that down, and went back to playing Spiritfarer. And I'm currently about 75% through. I would say I'm very close to the end, but I kind of need to get there if I am to make a review about the game. And it's one of the few games that are just kind of lying in my review pile that I was gonna eventually review because I am playing and enjoying them on my off time regardless, so I thought I may as well make a review. Well, first of all, props to the developers because I posted this on their Reddit like yesterday, and they came in, they whisked me off into a private conversation, made me send them a save file, and they fixed it by hand, like legitimately. I uploaded a save file, developers apologized, They changed my save file, explained what kind of bug this is, and gave it back to me, and saved my 40+ hour save. But at first I didn't know what was going wrong. I had to read a wiki on how to get a specific character because I was stumped as to why I can't progress. And then I thought that I was just doing something really wrong at trying to get this character, so I spent 2 days trying to get an NPC that I kinda really need to progress the game. Like, you can't progress the game without it. Without realizing that it's just my game being bugged. And then I spent 1 day going backwards and forwards with the development team that very graciously fixed it. But that is quite some time commitment just to not be broken. To not be broken. And wanna see what that bug was? Well, you see, one of the characters you normally go around and you pick up all other characters from islands, but one of the characters you have to fish from the ocean and grow in your own back garden. Well, this is what would happen when I would try to grow it. So I have the seed. I just got the seed. I plant it. The music in the game is beautiful, by the way. I also love the cat animation. And there we go. It has grown. It has grown, but now if I try to pull on it, it goes pop and disappears. And that just kept on happening. And I thought I was doing something wrong. No, it was just a bug. But hey, I got to send in my save file privately to the developers and get it fixed. And I also had to be directed to a post that fixes you not having a save file anymore. That's an actual existing issue. Yeah, to figure out where my save files are. So I have been quite on the roller coaster of everything that I touch just breaks. It just breaks. Nothing works right. And you know, the only game that it reminds me of really is I can't imagine how horrible must it have been to be you first people to play Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines when it was just released, when it was like proper release day and everything, right? Only to get like 94% into the game. Be on like one of the missions where you have to like go in and kill, I think the priest's name was Leopold, and get to the hostage and then run all the way out. The game can completely break in that segment and you would lose that save file. The only thing that I can compare nearly losing 40 hours of gameplay or losing like, I want to say 5-6 hours in Crusader Kings 3 plus like 2 hours afterwards, so like 8 hours in total. The only thing that I can compare that to is that where people's saves would just break. The only thing is that there wasn't such a thing as direct communication to the developers, so you were at your own computer's mercy. But at the same time, games used to come with like extensive cheats, so if something went really badly, you could fix it yourself, and I really miss it. So, dear developers, just because it's 2020, it's not an excuse for you to release buggy games. Please. It causes a lot of stress for everyone, including you yourself. So, number one thing that you want to make sure absolutely works when you're releasing a game is your save functionality. That's like a primary thing, right? It absolutely has to work, especially if your gameplay session lasts for longer than a single day. Saves are kinda important there, you know, Crusader Kings 3. And then I'm a bit more forgiving for Spiritfarer because it's an indie team, but losing a 40-hour save file would have been really hurt. Myrta would have raged, but she didn't want to give them a bad review. She would have just quietly not reviewed the game at all because the game is quite good. It's just that, yeah, that wasn't fun. Having to go around for 3 days trying to figure out what the heck I'm doing wrong and then spending over a day speaking with the developers, yeah, that wasn't fun. So I'm just missing those good old days when I bought Oblivion or The Sims 2 or Harry Potter and I would install the CD and it would just work. And yeah, The Sims 2 neighborhoods could actually get corrupted, but it would just work. And I would really wanna see modern games that when you buy them and they don't advertise themselves as early access, they just work and they don't explode. I like when games don't explode and everything that I seem to touch be exploding lately. So yeah, anyways, this has just been my rant about what I've been dealing with the past few days when it comes to the gaming world. We're gonna address what's actually happening in the gaming world tomorrow when normal gaming news return, because I've been kind of stalling on that because either topics require quite a bit of research or they're too dramatic. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe and toodaloo. See you tomorrow.